Welcome to Box Chilli, Chilli Chats, where we have hot takes, hot wings, the only marketing series where the takes get hotter and the wings get spicier. We couldn't afford to get the real Sean Evans to host, but I work here and I've been told that I kind of look like him, so I've been dragged in to do this. But I'm Toby, not Sean Evans. So here's how it works. We've got 3 questions, each paired with a hotter sauce than the last. And as the heat builds, so does the pressure. And we'll find out how bold our guests' opinions really are when their mouths are on fire with sauces like this.
I'm Anders, I'm the MD at Box Chilli.
I'm Toby, the growth manager at Box Chilli.
Hi, I'm Owen and I'm the SEO manager here at Box Chilli.
Hi, I'm Christy and I'm the PPC account manager at Box Chilli.
Hi, I'm Mike, I'm the Clients and Operations Director here at Box Chilli.
Hi, I'm Luke and I am the Head of Design and Development.
Hi, I'm Julia and I'm representing the technical SEO and support team.
Hello, I am Jamie and I am representing the project coordination team.
That's nice.
Now I'm going to go with spice. It's caught in my throat already.
Not bad, that.
I'll tell you in a few minutes.
It's tasty.
Yeah, it's alright. I feel very strongly about documentation. More so than delivery, actually, because you get it all right to begin with, and then the delivery just falls into place. Love documentation.
Yeah, I'd agree, and it's almost like that is what's been agreed by everybody. The delivery is how we deliver on that documentation. Yeah, it's the most important part, I guess.
Great. Very fast.
I think so. I'm going to sit right on the fence and say both. I think depending on the situation, one might have a slight more weight in the argument, but I think generally, you need intent from the user. If there's no intent from the user, they're not going to do what you want them to do. If they can't find you, they're not going to be able to do it in the first place.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I think even with PPC, there's got to be an element of visibility you've got to show in that ad placement in the first place. But how effective it is does come down to intent.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got the targeting wrong, then you're not going to get the result you're after in the first place.
Thought leadership, is it driving revenue? As part of a wider strategy, yes. Thought leadership demonstrates core part of SEO, so that was part of EAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness. So if you've got those, your thought leader, that feeds into your SEO, ultimately, hopefully driving your revenue.
As long as it's relevant. Telling me about your morning walk and how it taught you about time management is not thought leadership. Telling me about what you've actually achieved work-wise is.
Of course not. It's not. No, a website's not useless if it doesn't rank. Obviously, if you're sharing it on your, let me start again. Yeah. If you're sharing a website out with clients, if your clients are very niche, and you just need a brochure site for that, a beautiful website will really help those people convert when they land on the page. Thank you. I appreciate that. It keeps catching in my throat. So from my perspective, I don't know if Michael agrees, but I believe a beautiful website definitely is useful, even if it doesn't rank.
Vincent van Gogh. Brilliant, world-renowned painter. Yeah. Chopped his ear off and nobody knew about him when he was living. That's what a beautiful website would be. You know, from my perspective, a beautiful website is the story. You know, but getting someone to go through that library and get to that book and open it, and then, you know, use that book. You know, they're two different things. Without a good website,
What if they don't need SEO though, and they just share the website out?
Oh, well, like a brochure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, absolutely, it is important, and they can be used for different means, absolutely. But it is important, the functionality, it being found, but that is never to discredit proper UX, UI. And I think that them two kind of things work in parallel together. Because ultimately, if you have a website that ranks but is awful, you've only got one impression that you can make to people, and often sometimes that's a disaster. So it's all about balance. Good marketing is having all ducks in a row.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah, this one's hot, I know that.
Oh, good.
That one's better.
It's hotter.
Is it?
It's coming. That's hotter. I mean, the label says it.
I don't know, that one's now kicking in a little bit afterwards, but it seemed a lot softer to start with. No, it's definitely burning more now, that one, I think. For me.
The other one had a kick straight away,
Mm.
whereas that is like a warming sensation.
It's both. So, oh, excuse me, that's just got me then. It is about growth. It's about growing revenue, but also it's about growing the customer base. It's about delivering what the customer wanted, what the customer needed to them. So I think it's both.
I think that's a pretty good answer. I probably trust what that man says. He's grown a business from 2006 to now, 20 years. I was only 6 years old. So I would take what he says as a trusted source. So yeah.
Okay.
I would say very, very early on, because it's good to get technical input from everyone who's going to be involved in making it eventually.
Because it is actually really building. Yeah, I'd say almost here at Box Chilli, because it's kind of already been integrated from the initial launch, so we don't really have that kind of introduction. It's kind of, we trust Jamie already knows a lot of the technical side of things that we're looking for, so it's already inbuilt, which is great. So yeah, as early as possible.
Or it probably is, because the minute you start paying for a certain keyword or a position, you lose that space. And I guess you've got SEO running in the background, it's keeping the momentum there.
Yeah, I think it shows, it really is hot. It goes to show that SEO initially SEO is quite a long burner. It's there for the long term. PPC obviously can be there for the long term, but also you can get much quicker wins from PPC. And so your SEO efforts, we always say to new people, new clients, that it can take up to 6 months to really see the value of that. And I think PPC can get you higher, typically, not always, but can get you to those higher positions a lot quicker.
It has its pros and cons, I think, to both.
Yeah.
So when we sort of have strategies that work together, both SEO and PPC, we can get the positions straight away whilst you're doing that build.
Yeah.
Which, will get you the visibility, I guess, that you're after.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a difficult one. Now you got to appeal to the user, of course, because that's the end client. That's what the website needs to convert when they land on the page. But you've got to cater for Google as well, right?
Who gives me money at the end of the day? the user, right? Google is the platform. Absolutely. It's like saying that you can't be, you can't be in a marketplace and be a dodgy vendor. Yeah. So you've got to play the rules of Google. You know, you can't be doing sort of dodgy backlinks or stuff like that. You've got to actually, you know, keep them regulations and do what people want. Google is basing its algorithm on not just keyword density. That's kind of antiquated. You know, the trust signals, EAT, EAT, or so many different ways that we look at it. But user metrics on how people are on a website is a huge barometer on why a website ranks.
Agreed.
So ultimately, that question is Google is doing for the user in the first place. So yeah.
So yeah, amending it for that front. So that's what we try and look at when we kind of do UX audits of a site. We'll go through, we'll make sure it's for the user, but obviously we'll check it through SEO as well to ensure that it meets Google standards, that it's also doing the same thing. So
Yeah.
Has anybody actually read what this is?
No, it's habanero
Yeah.
or something. I need to throw up.
I can feel it growing. I think actually the branding and the name does it really good justice actually for the flavour. Whoever created this did a good job.
That's hitting.
Mhm.
A drop.
Everyone's
Yeah,
done-
I'm gonna administer.
Everyone's
this
done
one.
done a couple. You're going to
A couple.
it.
Oh,
Oh.
it's 3 drops.
Thanks, mate.
It's 3 drops.
3, 2,
I'm
1.
actually nervous.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh my god.
Well, so Jamie usually gets us to that delivery date, and then it's I would say success is obviously, as you mentioned earlier, the documentation, how we hit them up there, but then it's handing it over to the SEO teams, and delivering on whatever conversions and metrics matter to our clients. Getting worse.
Yeah. And I would say happy clients and learning along the way. Yeah, every project we learn something new and it helps improve our processes. Yeah.
I think so. I think that, as we discussed in the last question, SEO is a little bit more of a slow burner. You're not going to get instant results. The more I talk, the hotter it gets. But you're not going to get instant results, but you can certainly compete up there. And also, ultimately, it's free. I don't think we're going to get much out of Chrissy on this question.
I think being in the top position isn't everything.
Mhm.
So from a paid point of view, we've actually seen better results sometimes when you've been in second or third,
Mm-hmm.
because people, when they search, are aware that the very top position is always going to be an ad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also for some people as well, they, having spoken to clients in the past, they actively won't click on links that say ads. Which I know isn't to say don't run ads, because ads have their purpose and certainly are valuable. But there are certain people, and maybe it's a generational thing, that will not click on ads. And so making sure that you're there, if you're there organically, if you're there via an ad, just making sure you're in and around the top position is all you can do to help drive people and traffic to your website.
I think at the end of the day, a position isn't everything. It's your messaging and your USPs that are getting the attention. So as long as you've got those spot on, then you shouldn't have any problem.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think, oh, that's starting to tingle, that they want partners because we're on a journey together. I don't think anyone we deal with just wants a supplier. I think that want a partner who's going to understand them, grow with them. Oh, that's hot.
I would agree. I find
Could
that,
you agree quickly, please?
Yeah, I find that the clients that partner with us and other agencies and work together collaboratively tend to get the best performance with their budget. So, yeah, partnership for definite.
Homepage layout. This one's so difficult. Design should be doing it for SEO anyway. So,
No.
oh. So, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like lava.
Yeah, that is hot. I thought we could handle spice, but
You missed a bit.
I'm not.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
had more than anticipated. Yeah.
I can't stop dribbling. Right. Can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, so we should be doing it for SEO in the first place, as well as with the client in mind, as we spoke about in our last one. The overall aesthetic obviously is kept with design, but we generally work with collaborative. It should always be a collaborative approach. It should never be in isolation of each other. We should never be doing just design or just SEO. It needs to be worked in tandem.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
That's the least you said.
I would say ultimately it's the user, and that's dictated by the principles of both SEO and design, UX, psychological principles that are applied. Yeah, I think all of that really is
quite like that
by
one.
the user. I think you're absolutely mad.
I don't mind it.
What is going on? I feel like I'm in the upside down. Are you insane?
I don't mind it. It's hot, but it's nice.
And in SEO, we call that later. You're gonna have a dodgy backlink, right? So yeah, I would say the user dictates all of it. I think what you've got to remember, even just take ads or anything that we are doing, is always for the user. So SEO principles and UX and design are all based on that. Yeah.
That's good. Oh, got a kick that one, isn't it?
How have you done more?
Yeah. Hot sauces next time.